Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to your reading for Sag season for December, Virgo. It's good to see you guys again. Welcome back, welcome in. I hope that you guys have been well. How have you been? So, as you guys know, we're going to take a look at the energy that you can expect for December and the days, the weeks leading up to doing your reading, Virgo. Any songs that came through when I was thinking about your energy, you guys will find those songs in the description box below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell so that you know when my videos are being posted. Let's get into your reading here, guys. I just want to dive right in. We're going to pull the overall energy and then we'll shuffle and talk about the cards. And overall energy for Sagittarius season, we have the Three of Swords. It's interesting. I was thinking about your energy earlier today and I pictured this exact moment. Let's go ahead and talk about it, okay? All right, Virgo, I think that there has been a heartbreak most recently. I feel like you guys are in Heartbreak Hotel. Party of one. And the interesting thing about this Three of Swords is I feel as though, like, I don't feel like you guys are drowning your sorrows or like, you know, dwelling on this. I think that, yes, of course, you are thinking a lot about the pain, you know, and the reality of this Three of Swords experience, I think, has definitely set in for you by the time that you are seeing this reading. But I think that this time around, it hurts a bit less. I feel that you're numb in so many ways. You guys are numb to this kind of pain. Four of Cups. I feel like it's something that you guys have seen before, is what I'm hearing here. But as I was saying, you know, the Three of Swords just feels more like disappointment. I think that you guys were hoping, wishing that things would be different this time around. I think that you guys wanted the people that you were dealing with to, you just wanted them to want better for themselves. And I think that there's just something that you can't understand. So I think that, yes, there has been a little bit of sulking, but I think that, as I said, you know, you are still quite abundant. You do still have 3 cups in front of you. I just think that it would have been nice if this worked out. It would have been nice if you got that additional cup, you know what I'm saying? So you know, I feel that though in your energy, it is kind of, I think you're kind of relieved that it's over, because whatever this is, it doesn't have to be about love. It can just be disappointment in a general sense, something not working out, something not living up to your expectations, Virgo. I do think that coming with it was a lot of anxiety. Coming with it was a lot of worry, fear. It was exhausting energetically, emotionally. And the Ten of Swords, I do feel like you guys feel that you were betrayed in some capacity, but I do think that the situation as a whole did get very heavy to carry. It was, you know, really hard to hold on to. So where the relief is coming from, I think, is that it's over. And I feel like that's why you guys feel maybe a bit numb to it. Even though you do have to mourn the loss of something, and you may be feeling that, you know, what was I working towards? Like, was I a fool for dreaming? And I just want you guys to know, like, I don't think that you are. I don't think that you should give up on love, or that you should not want for yourself, or that you should stop believing that it's possible. I think that in December, though, you're just able to see the bigger picture and you're realizing, you know what? Yeah, you are worth it. And yeah, you do have a lot of things to offer. And yeah, sorry, I'm shaking the camera, but, and yeah, you do have a lot to offer and you did show up as your best self within this situation. I feel like a lot of you out there really gave it your all, as you do in all of your interpersonal relationships. I think that you definitely approach them with a certain air of you approach them with the same amount of perfection and care, like you want them to be successful. One sec. Okay. I wanted to like get the camera to stop shaking. Seven of Cups coming out next. I feel like you guys may be asking yourselves, where do you go from here? And if you don't know where to go from here, I suggest that you do nothing for now. And that's going to be hard because I do think that there is some temptation here to fix it, to make it work. But if it doesn't want to work, Virgo, you got to know when to call it quits. And I feel as though you guys do have a lot of options. I do think that you guys are very desirable. So that is also why you may be asking yourself the question of what do you do next? Where do you go from here? Because one of these cups, you found that there was a snake in it. And now we're at that point now, that turning point where you have to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and pick another cup so that you can continue to move forward. But I don't know, like, is it worth it? Like, is it gonna happen again? Like, what's the point if they all turn out this way, if they all end up like this? Do I even begin to, do I even attempt to try to build once again, to start over once again? I think that you guys don't want to get hurt again. I think you don't want to get hurt again, and you don't want to, you're protecting your heart. You're protecting your heart. And I think that in December, you're trying to find a remedy, like you're trying to find a way to be in your relationships where you are not scared that they're just not going to work out, that they're just going to turn to shit, and that you have to question someone's motives because you know what people are capable of. You know what I mean? So there's that new beginning there with the Page of Pentacles, and there is your strength that is required to get you there. So I do think that the reading is very hopeful overall. And I think that you guys are ultimately leaving things behind here in Sagittarius season. And I think it's for the greater good. It's for your highest good. I think that you should trust your judgment. You should trust the experience that you guys have had, but don't let them taint the concept of love or the concept of something very beautiful or discourage you from trying once again. Because I do think that there is something very beautiful and out there for you guys, but it is going to take a lot of courage to put yourself out there once again. Give yourself the time that you need. It's okay to just not do anything right now. It's okay to just be where you are, to just sit with the feeling. Let it marinate. I know it sucks, but you guys have options. And you guys also have tenacity and you have perseverance. You're courageous, you're wise, you're beautiful, and you are capable. And most important of all, you are worthy. Just because someone was not ready for you doesn't mean that there isn't someone out there who is. Let's go ahead and start clarifying here, and we'll take a look at the Three of Swords. First, Virgo. I know. It's a tough pill to swallow. The medicine is bitter, but that's what they serve in the Heartbreak Hotel. Let's take a look at the Three of Swords. And the Sun card. Look at that. So this is what I'm talking about. Like, you guys are kind of numb to it. Like, yes, it sucks. You know, it's always disappointing when something doesn't work out. But I do think that it's important that you remain optimistic. And I think that you guys are doing that. And I think that this most recent heartache is going to have a happy outcome in a strange kind of twisted way. In a way that you guys get better at the game. You guys get better at the process. You're able to find justice for yourself, and you're able to move forward and move on. Energetically, you guys could have been dealing with, or could be dealing with a Leo, a Libra, could also be a Gemini, or a Scorpio. Could also be a Cancer as well. But it's important that you guys do what you know is right. It's important that you guys trust your judgment, trust the decisions that you have made. If you have decided to walk away from something, or if you have decided not to tolerate something because it's a situation that is not worthy of you, perhaps that's why, the pain doesn't hurt as much as well, because in the back of your mind, your higher self is telling you that you made the right decision, and that all you have to do right now is just put up with a little bit of pain, for now, because that in the bigger picture, you guys will, in the long run, you guys will be okay. Five of Wands coming out here next. I think that the situations that you guys are dealing with, they found their start in, the problem started when they were rooted in a conflict of interest. You guys just wanted different things, Virgo. You guys just wanted different things, and you couldn't see eye to eye on them, and you guys didn't want to compromise, so you cut it out. You just deaded the situation. There's this scene in A Streetcar Named Desire that has been kind of playing in my mind before I started doing the reading, and also while I've been doing it. And it's in that moment, in that scene, Blanche says, "It was foolish of me to think that we could ever adapt ourselves to each other. Our ways of life are too different. Our backgrounds are incompatible. So farewell, my friend, and let there be no hard feelings." And, the guy that she was speaking with just didn't understand her, and I would even say didn't really take her seriously, but she, in that moment, decided to call it quits. call it quits because she knew that there are just some things that you can't force, Virgo, no matter how hard you try. Let's take a look at the Nine of Wands next. And the Wheel comes out next. There are some things that you can't force. And we get this universal energy coming out here next. Very, very nice. So I do think that Sagittarius season is a lucky time for you guys. I think that your conscience and your karma is clear. I think that your hard work, your efforts will be rewarded in the long run. And you guys are protected. You guys are protected as well. The awesome thing about the way that you guys have been moving and the awesome thing about your energy is that I feel that the decisions that you guys make are very calculated and they are very wise. And I think that they have a way of blessing you guys in the long run, which is really, really awesome. So you can trust them, you know, don't second guess them, and don't be tempted to pick something back up and try to fix it when the universe is wanting you to keep your hands out of it and let it stay broken for a while. We get the Emperor and the Five of Cups. You know, so I feel like you guys are, you know, really owning this grieving process. You guys are really owning this grieving process right now. I think that it's not owning you. You're not getting sucked into it because you're not questioning whether or not you're worthy. You're not questioning your value. You guys are in the Emperor energy. I think that, yes, you know, it says it right there at the bottom of the card, things not turning out the way that you hoped, you know, but that doesn't mean that they never will. Doesn't mean that they never will. Because look, there's two cups here in this. I like in this card, I'm actually just noticing it for the first time. The two cups are center stage, you know, so it is on the horizon. It is still possible. And there is someone who will meet you there. Most definitely. Most definitely. Could be a fire sign. It could be an Aries who has been waiting for you, is what I'm hearing. Like this was a situation that needed time to develop. Let's take a look at the Two of Swords down here. Actually, do you guys want to know about this Aries? I want to know about this Aries. Let's take a look at this up here and see who this person is. Something that needed time to develop. Something that you guys at one point wanted to see go to the next level with the Wife card here, but it didn't materialize. It wasn't ready yet. I feel like you guys have unfinished business with this person. And the Death card comes out here. So I do think that the situation, this is something that is starting up again. It's something that is seeing a new beginning. There is something that had to end so that you guys could have this new beginning, is the way that I'm seeing this here. Perhaps you had to let go of this past karmic situation in order to get into this situation once again. Listen, I'm in no way saying that you should use another relationship as a means to heal from this heartache. Definitely be certain that before you get into this, you make sure that you're not using this person as a healing or coping mechanism for the pain that you guys experience. That's just the warning here. I do feel as though, as I said, you are owning this grieving process, and I do think that you are healing quite nicely because you see the situation for what it is. And again, I do think this is someone from your past that is returning, something that you do have unfinished business and some history with. The situation ended, perhaps painfully, but I do think that it is, it's transforming, it's changing into something else. Give it time. Give it time. You know, don't rush it is the advice that I have. Two of Swords. I think that when it comes to your career, Virgo, you guys may be questioning whether or not, you know, things are stable right now. I think that you may feel like there is some deception somewhere. This Two of Swords energy down here is calling for you guys to get in your discernment bag and you know, really make good business decisions. I think that you are doing that quite beautifully with the Renewal card and the King of Pentacles down here. And I think it's okay for you guys to dream and embrace the possibility of a new beginning here with the Dreamer card coming out next. That's not to say that you should not keep your wits about you. Seven of Swords and the Five of Wands. Let's clarify both of those here next. Just be certain that you're not jumping out of the frying pan and into the fire. Knight of Swords. Yes, it is important here that you are very decisive. Temper your energy, because I do think that things are moving very fast. So you just want to make sure that you're not getting too caught up, and that you're not being overworked or taken advantage of in any capacity. Just make sure that your interests are definitely considered. Have the conversations that you need to have to make sure that they are. And we get another Strength card coming out. Dope, dope, dope. I like the Strength card in this deck. She's like on a tiger in this one. And the Strength card coming out, clarifying the Five of Wands. All this Leo energy down here. You guys could be dealing with a Leo. But I do think that also at some point in December, you're going to find yourself in a situation where we will need to be a bit compassionate. I think that there are, and that's not to say that you guys are not, I think that you definitely are, and you guys are very thoughtful people. I just feel as though when someone does you wrong, or if someone has done you wrong in the past, it's hard for you guys to forget, because they have shown you who they are, and you definitely should not forget who they are. I feel as though if someone is coming towards you in earnest, that you can hear them out at least, and just see if you can weigh their intentions against the values and the principles that you guys have. You don't have to sacrifice any of those. You don't have to forget how things went down in the past. But you can find space for compassion wherever it is here, wherever you can, compassion and forgiveness. Let's take a look at the Page of Pentacles. There's a lot of noises right now. It's not usually this loud. Very interesting. So I feel like December is going to be a pretty noisy month. We get here next the Nine of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. I feel as though when it comes to your new beginning, you may, I think that you guys have your doubts. But you are definitely being reborn here. Very, very beautiful. Your energy is very present here, especially towards the end of the month. So I think that going into next year, you guys are setting yourself up very nicely, but don't spend too much time worrying about things that haven't happened yet, or trying to, jump to conclusions, or, worry about things that are out of your control, Virgo. I think at some point I may have mixed up your energy with Leo's just because of all the Leo here, but this one was turned over. So you guys are, you're in your Leo energy this season, and that's what this fire energy is doing for you. Now the insects card coming out here is quite nice. I think that you guys may be seeing a lot of insects. I know that sounds a bit strange, but when this card comes out, you know, definitely take it as a good omen, meaning that you guys are universally supported, Virgo. You guys are universally supported. I think that you can look around you and you might find that you have support in places that you never thought that you did before. I think it's going to come as a nice surprise to you in December. Very, very nice. All right, that was your reading for Sagittarius season, Virgo. I hope that you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. I will see you for your mid-December reading. Bye.